Hey everybody, it's Aimee. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about your personality type, the ISTP. Or if you're not an ISTP, that's totally fine as well. Maybe you're here to, compare this personality type with other ones. Maybe you're trying to discover your personality type. Anyways, welcome. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like, leave your comments down below. Have you had any experiences with ISTPs, or maybe you're an ISTP yourself? Without further ado, let's get started on talking about that ISTP personality type. As an ISTP, you are unmatched when it comes to strict adherence to logic and rules. You do observe and experience reality like everybody else, but then afterwards you're in this constant state of categorizing your reality. You're primarily an analyst. And as an analyst, your natural state is a state of neutrality. You're not the type of personality to allow your personal codes or your moral compass, your ethics, your personal judgments get in the way of the precision and clarity that you're seeking. After all, the goal is to understand the world, not to impart your judgments on it. You're always searching for that universal truth or the absolute truth rather than abiding by the laws that were placed by others. Meaning, as an introverted personality type, you naturally have a tendency to withdraw from objective systems, structures, and laws to analyze on your own what really is the truth. And as a result of your thorough analysis, you may not be perceived as the most pragmatic personality type, according to society anyway. But remember, while you may sacrifice the efficiency, you do gain in clarity and precision. And ironically, this precision and clarity, this full understanding, is what makes you quite sociable. So even though you do appear, or you may appear cold-hearted at times, robotic, you're still able to entertain the emotionality of others because you're not likely to choose sides or even be affected by it because, you don't impart personal judgments on emotions. You're the type to consider the positives and the negatives of every situation. Sometimes it can even kind of put you in Delulu land because everybody else is like, obviously this is bad, or like killing is bad, right? They're very like black and white about it. But for you, you're like, we don't know that, or at least I don't know that. And for this reason, like I said, you're quite sociable in this way. And to add to this, because you have sensing preferences along with your introverted thinking, you're also not likely to let your curiosity or your fear of possibilities lead you astray from your line of reasoning. You don't let speculations dilute your understanding for the sake of what's going to be the most comfortable for other people. You're very rigid, and sometimes this can, like I said, lead you into Delulu land. Or in other words, it can make you very abstract actually, because you're very you're following through on your line of reason to the point where you might just be unintelligible to others. But you don't care. You will diligently follow through on your ideals. You don't care if you're not understandable to other people. Other people are going to have to just use their imagination to join you on your ideals, and that's that. But all of this is what makes you so headstrong and influential and have a lot of presence, because you follow through so diligently on your principles, your ideals. You're either all in or completely out. There's no in between with the ISTP personality type. So what are some obstacles that you may run into being an ISTP personality type? If I could boil down all the problems that the ISTP may face because of their personality type into a nutshell, I would say that the problems would have to do with relationships, most likely. And I think it is just due to the fact that you typically don't use feelings to determine bonds. So you're not likely to use your personal judgments to establish bonds, only logic. So you may get into questionable relationships, right? So on the one hand, you might find yourself getting into many questionable relationships, but on the other hand, you may be too skeptical to get into any relationship. You may become kind of moralistic. You kind of put yourself on this high horse and talk about how others should treat others. As a summary, I imagine the ISTP as kind of the underdog. And the reason why I say this is because the ISTP is naturally so quiet and they appear so robotic and rigid, they tend to get overlooked as a contender. And not to mention, in comparison to like the ENFJs out there in the world, right? They're not this like eloquent speaker either, even if they share the same cognitive functions. But it is because of your precision and clarity that you eventually gain that you're actually able to understand the world in such depth. You naturally are going to be inclined to pay attention to those who are sick, who are in need, who are weak and defenseless, and you're going to be the one selflessly fighting for all. That's what I imagine when I think of the ISTP personality type as a whole. Alrighty, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching. That is the ISTP personality type in a nutshell. If you want to learn more about personality or you're interested in talking all things typology, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, give this video a like, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.